Yes, sir. Now, today, we gonna talk about Blac Youngsta. Now, it has come out a couple of days ago, right? Peep his shirt as well. We gonna talk about that in a second. Now, it has come out that Blac Youngsta's brother has been shot and killed at a gas station in Memphis. Keep in mind, this is his third brother to pass away. So let's dive in, man. Let's dive in and let's see what's going on with this situation. Now, Blac Youngsta is currently mourning as his younger brother was fatally shot in Memphis at a Valero BP gas station on the south side. Now, if we start breaking down these phrases and breaking down the numerology / gematria behind these phrases in these situations, we can see what's going on. Now, the phrase younger brother has an interesting synchronicity to Society of Jesus with the numbers 191 and 187, more importantly. Now, as we know by what the news just said, that Blac Youngsta's brother was murdered. So it's very interesting that it was his younger brother, when younger brother equals 187, when 187 defines the crime of murder. So we have murder by numbers on our hands, right? So let's continue. So continuing with that phrase, pay attention to these pictures. Pay attention to these pictures. Pictures speak 1,000 words, right? So the phrase younger brother also equals 83. Now, Blac Youngsta's younger brother was murdered in Memphis, when murder and Memphis both equal 83 as well. Now, when we see these numbers 83, this is already a key motherfucking factor, right? Because we know that in the movie Murder by Numbers, starring Sandra Bullock, when her name equals 83, and we can see on the movie cover the numbers 8 and the numbers 3 strategically placed in the cover to let you know that yes, gematria is being applied. So now we have Blac Youngsta's younger brother that then got put up in the mix. He didn't got put up in the blender. He didn't got put on the chopping block, right? So murder equals 83. Now it's also interesting that Blac Youngsta is also the birth sign of an Aries, when Aries equals 83 as well. But come on. Nah, I told you to remember that shirt that he was wearing with the 223. Now, it's very interesting that Blac Youngsta's very first debut album was called 223. You know, a play off of the 223 rounds, the 223 round, but it really goes deeper than this. They even let you know that they know about Gematria, CMG, Heavy Count, and Epic Records. They let you, since they the ones that sign off on these releases, right? So they let you know that they understand numerology, right? Because this album was also released February 23rd, 223. That isn't the only project that Blac Youngsta has dropped with this numerology. He also dropped Bank Appointment, which was dropped without Epic, which is CMG, which is Yo Gotti's label, and Heavy Count, which is up under Yo Gotti's label, right? And Yo Gotti's label, we gonna talk about that. Don't even worry about that, right? February 23rd, 2023, this year, he dropped a mixtape called Bank Appointment. So he keeps on utilizing this number 223. Now, what does it really mean now? What does it really mean with the news of his brother and what just happened to his brother? It's very interesting that his younger brother passes away in the year of Skull and Bones 2023, when the phrase skull and crossbones equals 223 in the ordinal cipher. A being the first letter of the alphabet, B being the second, so on and so forth. As you can see, Skull and Bones utilizes the number 322, the reflection. Now it's very crazy that this year marks the 322nd anniversary of Yale University, which happens to be the headquarters of Skull and Bones. Skull and Bones is also called the Brotherhood of Death. So this is why a lot of death rituals are happening with these celebrities this year. So now you will understand this whole time this 223 was being shown to you by Blac Youngsta. Now, even going deeper into the situation, let's go deeper down this rabbit hole, right? Because if we take this number 223, it is said that the deadly gunfire rang out around 9:30, 93369, near a BP gas station on South Parkway East. So even the location that Blac Youngsta's brother was killed at, South Parkway East, also equals 223 in the ordinal cipher, just like Skull and Crossbones. Murder by numbers. But let's continue, man. Let's continue breaking this down even further, right? Because taking that number 223 is also the 48th prime number, just like the phrase Illuminati equals 48 as well. And did you know that Blac Youngsta also put out a mixtape or album? I don't know which other one, whatever it is, but he put out a project called Illuminati. And it's like these people put these things right in front of you to understand. But you know, like always, people tend to always think that these celebrities are joking, and it's also desensitizing, right? Putting these things in front of you so much, it desensitizes you, right? And you start to not even take it as serious when these people are dead serious. Now, with Blac Youngsta dropping this when 223 is the 48th prime number, let's solve this whole riddle. Illuminati, which is the project he dropped, also equals 48. So it's very interesting as this pertains to Blac Youngsta, because Blac Youngsta was born on the 4th month and the 8th day. Even his first and last name, Sammy Benson, equals 48 in the full reduction cipher. So who knows if this is really the day that he was born? Who knows if this is the day that his birthday was changed to? Because we do know that they do that as well. We caught them red-handed doing that with Gilly the Kid, right? So these are the riddles that and this is why these people get their birthdays changed to fit the ritual that they're about to be put in. This is why they do this, to fit the ritual, to fit the numerology. If it doesn't fit, they'll make it fit. You heard me? But come on. Right? Because also taking that same thing, right? Pay attention to how Illuminati and Sammy Benson both equal 48 in the same reduction cipher. So now if we use the reverse reduction cipher, Sammy Benson and Illuminati also have a synchronicity once again with the number 69, as Sammy Benson's brother passed away on 69 date numerology. So yes, Blac Youngsta's brother was a sacrifice to the elites. It was a sacrifice for him to continue in this music industry, right? Something always has to give. But come on. Ding, 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 right? As my brother Black Mirrors TV would say. Now, it's very interesting that Blac Youngsta happens to be 33 years old at the time that his young brother is killed. 33, the highest degree of Masonry. It's also interesting breaking down that year, right? Breaking down August 18th and then breaking down that year. His brother was also killed on 33 date numerology. His brother also passed away 33 weeks and 3 days before Blac Youngsta's next birthday. 33 weeks and 3 days. Even the word Masonry equals 33 in the reduction cipher. Even if we talk about his most recent his most recent studio album, his most recent to this day, his brother passes away on the 1 year, 3rd month, and 7th day of that release. Now, if we take that number all together, 137, it's actually the 33rd prime number. Even the gentleman that he signed to, Yo Gotti, equals 33 in the reverse reduction cipher. So now we see why this ritual occurred at the time that it did in Blac Youngsta's career. But come on. Even taking Yo Gotti into the equation, Blac Youngsta's brothers passed away on the 133rd day of Blac Youngsta's age. Just like Yo Gotti's real name, Mario Mims, equals 133. Even his stage name, Yo Gotti, equals 33. So down to the T, man, by the numbers, man. And a lot of people were saying that Blac Youngsta was booted from CMG, which Yo Gotti actually addressed those rumors, and he shut down those rumors that he dropped Blac Youngsta. So he shut down those rumors. So even in his bio, he has heavy count in his bio. Now, this is the throw off. The word independent. It's very easy, very simple for these people to use the word independent to throw you off. But let's backtrack. Let's do some backtracking. Now, Heavy Count is a record label imprint under Yo Gotti's collective music group. So Heavy Count was founded by Blac Youngsta. So yes, Heavy Count is an independent label, but Heavy Count is right up under CMG. Now, if we draw back the dots from collective music group CMG is owned by Universal Music Group. It's owned by Universal Music Group. So this is the parent company. So this is their granddaddy. You see what I'm saying? This is the granddaddy. Yo Gotti is the daddy. And Blac Youngsta is the son. You see what I'm saying? So he gonna have to follow those instructions from his elders. You see what I'm saying? Even though they can say they're independent, he has to, if his daddy say, nigga, sit your ass down, go in your room, you're grounded, then Blac Youngsta's grounded. If the granddaddy is Yo Gotti's daddy, so Universal Music Group say, nigga, sit your ass down, nigga, you're grounded, then Yo Gotti's grounded. You see what I'm saying? And since Yo Gotti grounded, he gonna get mad and he gonna give Blac Youngsta a spanking. Now you see how this work? It's a pyramid. Yeah, it go just down like a pyramid. Yeah, it's a pyramid scheme. He gotta make a sacrifice. The nigga that you sign, he gotta make a sacrifice. Then the nigga that he signed gotta make a sacrifice. This how this shit go, man. But come on. Right? Because if we include Yo Gotti into this situation, Yo Gotti happens to be 42 years old at the time of this ritual. Now, we know that the music industry and the Society of Jesus reasoning for using the number 42, it goes way deeper. But we gonna just touch on the mockery for right now, right? Because I done touched on it a lot of times in the past. I'm gonna have to do a whole video. The number 42 deserves a book, really. It deserves a book written because it goes way farther. This is just them tainting the number 42 with the N-word, but it goes way farther, right? The N-word equals 42 and slavery equals 42, just to say the least, right? So it's very interesting. They was even marking Blac Youngsta. They was even marking him with his very first two albums that he released. in his career. They both charted 42 on the billboards. Right? They both charted 42 on the billboards. So there goes that mockery again. So now you will understand why his brother passed away at a BP gas station, which equals 181, just like black person equals 181. Now 181 is the 42nd prime number. So now we see down to the T that this was also a race ritual. And the thing about the BP, it's interesting, BP. Now I know that that's not the real like acronym for it, but it's interesting. BP, like black person gas station, you know what I'm saying? Like, and it's very interesting. It's a lot of BPs in the hood. You don't really see a lot of BPs like anywhere else. You see a lot of BP, and it's a lot of bullshit that go on at the BP, man. I seen a crackhead overdose at a BP gas station when I was little. Yeah, my auntie remember that. A lot of bullshit go on at the BP gas station, man. So is that like the secret like meaning for it is black people, black person gas station? It got the numerology for it. But anywho, let's continue, man. Now back to Yo Gotti, right? Back to thin mustache, back to Pepe Le Pew, right? Back to Pepe Le Pew, right? Pepe Le Pew, Yo Gotti, Columbus Short birthday was 2 months and 30 days before Blac Youngsta's brother's death. 2:30. Now, Blac Youngsta's brother's death was also on the 230th day of the year. Now, what's very interesting about that? If we take Blac Youngsta's whole name, Sammy Marquise Benson, it equals 230 in the ordinal cipher. So yeah, that was his day, man. It was his ritual day. It was his day. It was his day. But come on. Right? Because even taking once again, Blac Youngsta's birthday, all these sacrifices, these rituals that happen around these celebrities, everything is circulated around their birthdays. The Satanic Bible states that the highest religion in a satanic holiday, in a satanic religion, is one's own day of birth. So this is why everything is circulated around their birthdays. So his brother was sacrificed 7 months and 3 weeks before his next birthday, just like his real name. His brother's name, Tamanuel Benson, equals 73, as he died 7 months and 3 weeks before his brother's next birthday. His name also equals 170, just like how sacrifice equals 170 in reverse, forwards, backwards. Now, what's also interesting about that number 73, man, is the fact that Tamanuel Benson was killed at the BP gas station, when BP gas station also equals 73 in the reverse reduction cipher. Now, going over to, since we talking about sacrifice, what's very interesting, and you'll understand why Blac Youngsta did not make an actual Instagram post. Excuse me. He made an Instagram story instead. It's because they Instagrams have to be set up a certain way when you see their pages. So it's very interesting that he has 67 posts on his Instagram, just like the stage name Blac Youngsta equals 67 in Gematria. Human sacrifice and blood sacrifice also equal 67. This was Blac Youngsta's human sacrifice. This was also his blood sacrifice. But come on, man. Because also with blood sacrifice, man, if we take from the day that Blac Youngsta was born, April 8th, 1990, to the day that his younger brother died. His younger brother died on his brother's 12,186th day of life. Now, if we actually break that number apart, it's very interesting that we see blood sacrifice once again equaling 121 in the ordinal cipher and 86 in the reverse reduction cipher. Pay attention, man. We using these same ciphers through the whole video, man. This ain't no stretching, man. This ain't no stretching, man. We using the same couple little cipher, couple little pieces of ciphers, man. Shout out my dog Shaky, you feel me? We using the same little couple of pieces of ciphers, man. That's it. That's all it take. But come on, man. Come on. Because breaking down, he remind me of a younger version of Martin. But breaking down his birthday, right? April 8th, 1990. Breaking down the day that he was born. He was born on 121 date numerology, just like blood sacrifice. So now you'll understand why Drake in the song Sacrifice, he say he wrote it January 21, 121, just like blood sacrifice. And since we on the topic of Drake, because a lot of people don't know, Drake made a blood sacrifice too. Ain't nobody exempt. Drake made a blood sacrifice too. His friend Anthony Soros, who died at the age of 33. How many times we gonna see this 33 ritual? Even the name Drake equals 33 in reverse reduction. Now let's add that up, man, because we know these rituals, the 3, the 6, and the 9, right? So 3 plus 3 equals 6, right? So that's why they call Drake the 6th God, right? So it's very interesting that they call Drake the 6th God when his friend Anthony Soros was killed inside 6 Glamorgan Avenue. That was the number on the building, man. Do your homework, man. That was the number on the building. 6 Glamorgan Avenue is where the 6th, quote unquote, 6th God, his friend got killed at, man. And he got killed right in that lobby, man. He got killed right in that lobby. And Drake, in remembrance of his friend Fifth, right? That was his nickname, Fifth. Nah, he got a chain where it's a man in a ski mask on his chain. And that's the same way he died, man. Niggas in ski masks pulled up on him. And then Drake proceeds to wear the ski mask himself. So damn, did Drake do his own damn hit? But come on, man. He wore the ski mask. He put the ski mask on for a mixtape called Dark Lane Demo Tape. And guess what? He dedicated it to Fifth right on the back. On the back of the cover, he put Fifth on the back and he put himself with a ski mask on the front. And that's exactly how Fifth died, man. Niggas in ski masks pulled up. So, like I said, man, these people be telling you, but sometimes it be so hard to like fathom. They said it was also his 6th studio album, Lucky Number 6, with a demon emoji. Yeah, he's on demon timing. These people tell you when they say they on demon timing, they not lying, bro. They not lying. Right? He even did a whole mockery, Tootsie Slide. This was the mockery of the death of Fifth, where he slid on him. They said Fifth had allegedly stole some jewelry from Drake. And that was his get back. This whole song, Tootsie Slide, was him mocking, sliding on Fifth, man. He was in the crib, man. What he in his own crib wearing a ski mask and black gloves on for? Come on, man. Put your thinking caps on, man. But I already did a whole video on this. I already did a whole breakdown in the live section on my channel. You might have to scroll down a little bit because I did it a while ago, man. But yeah, Drake, man, sacrifice his friend too. Ain't nobody exempting this game, man. It ain't just black people too. I do white people too, man. Sandra Bullock sacrificed her partner. Man, come on, man. Leonardo, what's his name? Robert De Niro sacrificed his grandson. It ain't just the black folks either. It's the white folks too. Yeah. But with that being said, man, that's all we have for this video, man. Y'all let me know what y'all think about this in the comments. Appreciate y'all for all the love. Appreciate y'all for all the support. And I'm out.